Okay, Coach, well, the holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now! Mike, 180! 180, we're good, we're good! 180! 93! 93.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
50 down! 280!
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Check. Right on one. Check.
Slit 61, match box.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight down. There you go. Express. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
Alpha.
58, boys. 58. 58 to Mike.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, now Carr. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This to McLaurin out on the left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, 734. Kill. Hey, exit.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr again. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Try down. Pilot, 64, weak.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
That's good for Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the gun, it's Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dez Bryant with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run with his 2nd-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They run it with Balaj. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Undercrush. Undercrush. Gumbo. Jam.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Throw left side to Reynolds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Carr now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Greystone travel.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got pulled on that one.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to John Ross. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
First down,
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Balaj. They find some open field here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
734. Let's put that team on the bus. Later 2. Switch. Later 9. Buzz.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
D-line, get that quarterback. Check. Mike, 53, Mike.
Shotgun now for Carr. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
General West.
Carl trying again on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Balazs. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. And a Dolphin first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike, 58, right there.
Stay with your man. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Jackson from the shotgun. And an alley to run. Flushed out right. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Right there. Watch the run, watch the run.
To throw again. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check number 6, check number 6.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Carr. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 6-6, pull it high.
He's coming, double R.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And that's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
At their own 38-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 41, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, and it'll bring up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Let's go, baby.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Carr. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Jets, first down.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Carr completes it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's another Jets.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The intended target was the rookie, Terry McLaurin. And now it's 2nd down.
Down. You ready? I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. You ready?
Throwing again. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Stop your whining.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brings up fourth and goal.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go. At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second and 9, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. To throw again. Carr. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Miami.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Check 53 Mike. Check 53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr, throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Carr. Hard throw, incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Balaj. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Darkwan. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On the run, Darkwan. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, You wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be